So for today, I'm not doing a tutorial, but as I had mentioned in one of my previous uploads, I had asked if anyone would be interested in seeing a favorites video. So that is what I am doing today. So I just have my phone down here so that I could remember the order of what I wanted to share things in. And unfortunately, I'm not as tech savvy yet as to be able to insert pictures and video clips of what I'm talking about as I edit. So what I am going to do is on my Instagram, which is word to your mom, I'm the bomb, all one word, lowercase, I will include pictures of me in the items that I'm referring to where there are clothing items or shoes. So anyways, I will get started. So my first favorite that I have been enjoying, and just in case you see tags on them, which you will, that is because when I find that I do like something, I tend to purchase multiples of it, because I have found in past when you like an item and it wears out, you go back to try and purchase that same item and it is discontinued, which is pretty unfortunate. So I do tend to purchase multiples of an item, and then once I wear out one version of that, then I will move on to the next. So my first item are these pants, which are what I would refer to as after work / weekend pants. And these are from Giant Tiger. And as you can see, they were $18, which is an excellent price. And what I like about these pants is not only are they comfortable and I like how I look in them, but also I feel that they look very much like the Roots jogging pants that Roots is very, not necessarily famous for, but everyone knows Roots jogging pants. And to me, these look very similar. So I'm not trying to find a dupe for those pants, but I just happened to be in Giant Tiger and there these pants were. So hey, you can't go wrong. So I have these in the charcoal color as well as a lighter gray and then another charcoal pair as well. So next on my list are the Old Navy Rockstar Denim. Now, I cannot get enough of these pants. What I love about these is they are jeggings and they almost have the panel at the front that is very similar to the paneling in maternity pants. But as someone who has a very hourglass shape, my waist is tiny, my thighs are not tiny. I have struggled my whole life to find pants that, number one, I like, and number two, I feel that I look good in, and number three, most importantly, that fit me properly. I remember growing up, I always had to get the belt, and it reminds me of Saturday Night Live with the Gap Girls, you know, cinch it, squeeze that belt really tight until it's on the first loop that you can get it on. But I would still always have this huge gap at the back of my pants, and it would buckle out, and just, anyways, I couldn't stand it. So now in the day and age of jeggings, I am in pant heaven, but I will tell you, I have about 9 pair of this particular style, which again, I said is called the Rockstar Denim from Old Navy. I have these in dark blue, light wash, acid wash, black. I have 2 or 3 pairs of this color here, which is the indigo shade. But if you can get these on sale, they are a fantastic fit. I love them so much. And like I said, if you have a smaller waist with a larger thigh area, as per Meghan Trainor's song, All About That Bass, I highly recommend these pants. So keep an eye out for those. And Old Navy is always, always, always having sales. So next up are my champion shoes. Now, I have to tell you, I am not a huge shoe person. I have, for some reason, over the past couple of years, come to appreciate, I don't know, not only the comfort of certain shoes, but just how they look with my outfits. I don't by any means have 100 pair of running shoes to go with each outfit, but I like a good running shoe for style that I enjoy looking at and that feels great. So these shoes, this is the other one, which is why this part's out now. I was at the Bay and I saw them on sale. And I immediately tried them on, took a picture, sent a message to my husband and said, should I buy these? And he emphatically and encouragingly immediately sent back, capital, yes, exclamation mark. Now, I wasn't sure at first, and I did really like them, but the thing is, when I was younger in elementary school, everybody had Ewings and Champions. And my mother did not like the high cut or the high top sneakers. I shouldn't even say sneakers. I live in Canada, running shoes. So she would not buy me the ones that everyone else had. And I haven't necessarily always been someone who wants something just because everyone else has them. But come on, when you're in grade 7 and 8, isn't it so great just to be part of the crowd, as long as you're not hurting anyone? The starter jackets that everyone had, like I said, the Ewings and the Champions. In any case, my mom did end up buying me a pair of low-cut suede, and this was gray. And I liked them. I wore them until they wore out. But as soon as I saw these, just the nostalgia kicked in. And because my husband was so supportive and said, go for it, I got them. I wear them all of the time. I love them so much. I love them with jeans. I love them with jogging pants. I love them with leggings. Just so happy with that purchase. And I think I got them at the Bay for $63, which was a great deal. So those are my shoe choice. Now, next up, I have a perfume. So I was on the Sephora website, which I frequently am, and I have the app, and I like to go on the sale section. And I saw this. It is the Nest Fragrances Cocoa Woods Eau de Parfum. Now, I ordered this on a whim because the bottle sucked me in. I'm not a huge fragrance person either. I've got about 3 fragrances that I wear. But when I read the description of this, it just sounded like something I would be very much into, which was a woodsy, deep, musky scent. And I figured, you know what, Sephora has a great return policy. If it wasn't for me, if it gave me a headache, I could return it. Now, I will tell you, when I sprayed this initially, which I'm going to now because I haven't applied any today. I'm not going to apply it everywhere, just to my wrists right now. But, and back here. When I initially sprayed this, I sprayed it and gagged. Not literally gagged, but smelled it and just made that screw face, lemon in your mouth. Ugh. And I thought, grandma. No offense, grandmas. But that's what it reminded me of, being in a library and, you know, the lady with the glasses and the pearl thing hanging down to hold her glasses on so she wouldn't lose them. Then I went back and smelled it because I had sprayed it on the counter and I loved it. I walked away. I went back and smelled it again. I loved it. What happens with this fragrance that is so interesting is it actually changes once you spray it. And not that, you know, all fragrances don't slightly change, but this literally, from your first spray to give it about 30 seconds, totally settles down and transforms into this wonderful, woodsy, chocolatey, deep, smoky fragrance, and not like a cigarette smoke, but just a warm, it is so beautiful. Highly recommend it. And as I said, I got that on sale on the Sephora site. And I'm very, very, very happy with that purchase. Next up, I am going into the makeup now. So as I have mentioned before, this little gem here, just trying to get that to focus. This is the Sephora brand Glow Stick in Moonlight Shimmer. And I actually have this on today, right here. And I'll just put a little bit on my hand so you can see, just this is what it looks like in the tube. And it's got a glue stick type format to it. And it has a slightly pink iridescence to it, bluish, purplish. Now, as you can see, my complexion is very fair, but I've recommended this to so many people. I'll just go like that so you can see it again. And every single person I've recommended it to that has gone out and purchased it, friends and family members, have been so happy with it. And they say they wear it every single day. Even if they're not huge makeup wearers, they throw this on their cheeks on those dreary, dull days, and it lights up everything. So loving that product. Very, very, very affordable. I think I mentioned it in one of my previous videos. I may have paid $11 for it, Canadian. Next up is my tried, my true, my one and only Hourglass Ambient Lighting Face Palette. This has been around forever. I've purchased it multiple times. I tend to wait for it to go on sale because it is quite pricey. It's roughly $70 Canadian, I believe. But for my skin tone, I cannot ask for anything more complimentary, more easy to apply. This is great for beginners. This is great for experts. Not that I claim to be one, but I mean, it's so usable. And what I love about this is this light shade here, which is called Incandescent Light. You can use that on the tops of your cheekbone for the most natural looking highlight. While it is not blinding, you can see it. And it's almost one of those highlights where you have to stop and look at it and think, you know what? If someone looked, it's very hard to tell if I have anything on at all or if that's natural. And I have, not me, but someone looking at you might think that person is very naturally glowy, and it's so beautiful, that lit from within glow. So I can't recommend that palette enough. If you can get it on sale during one of the Sephora sales, again, I would recommend that for sure. Next up, I have mentioned this courtesy of Graceful Beauty here on YouTube. This is the Milani highly rated mascara. I'm wearing it today. Again, one of those products I recommend to everyone that I know, whether or not they are huge makeup lovers or not. That's the wand. So today I have 2 applications of the mascara on. I will try to zoom in just a little bit so that you can see my eyes. So hopefully you can get a good view of that. I just have, as I said, 2 applications of the mascara on. And I did curl my lashes today, but I don't have any primer on. So I'm very, very happy with that. If you can pick that up at Walmart, it is much cheaper than Shoppers. No shade, Shoppers. You're just much more pricey than Walmart is. So Milani, highly rated mascara. Can't recommend it enough. Coming to close to the end of my favorites for, I don't even want to say the month. It's just favorites that I'm loving year round. So these, let me just reach over. This was not good preparation on my part. I thought they were within arm's reach. Now, I do wear makeup every day, and I wear mascara every day except for the weekends. Okay. And so I have to remove my makeup each night. Now, I typically would use the round cotton pads, the white ones, with the Nivea Express eye makeup remover. And it's the purple and blue shade of liquid where you shake it and the oil comes together. And then I would apply that and take off my makeup each night. Now, the problem was I was throwing out all the cotton rounds. I was purchasing those bottles over and over again, and I would get them on sale for $7.97 typically, but I'd go through about 3 a month. So I saw these on, shocker, the Sephora website. They are Sephora brand, and they are reusable, almost like a microfiber eye makeup remover pads. Now, what I do feel badly about right now is sharing this with you, and I couldn't find them online anymore, but I'm sure Sephora is not the only ones who make these. Now, con. They will not remove waterproof mascara on their own. However, with water only, no soap, nothing. I promise you, I'm telling you the truth. This is not sponsored. These are just my favorites. Water only. Hold it on your eye. Give it a gentle rub. Put some more water. Hold it on your eye. Give it a gentle rub. These will fully 100% remove all eye makeup and mascara. Now, again, please note that I said not waterproof, but any other mascara. I don't wear waterproof makeup or mascara on a daily basis, only if I feel like I'm going to cry for some reason. But every single stitch of makeup on my eye will come off with those pads, and I paid $12 for them. So not only do I feel good about what I'm using, but I'm saving money as well. So like I said, I'm sorry that I couldn't find them on the site, but if you're able to find them on Amazon or, another company that makes them, I would highly, highly, highly encourage you to be environmentally conscious and save yourself some money while doing so. Next up, the next two items, and these are not in any particular order. I didn't start with number 1098. I just kind of grouped them together with clothing and etc., fragrance, that kind of thing. So I got this in one of these Sephora sample bags. If you paid a certain amount from Sephora, that you could get the samples. This is the Pharmacy Green Clean Makeup Melt Away Cleansing Balm. That's a mouthful. It is green, light green. So I got this in a sample. Loved it so much. This is another sample that I just received, but I did actually order the large pot of it. So it is so soothing, so wonderful feeling, so beautiful on the skin. It does take off all the makeup for me. I've read a lot of reviews online of people that did have reactions to it. I have very sensitive skin. I did not react to it. So these are only my experiences with this product, but I love it. When I ran out, I started using my other cleanser, and given that it's winter here in Canada now and the air is very dry, I was getting a lot of dry patches all over. And so I just not repurchased, but I actually purchased my own large pot of it now. And I'm looking forward to using it because it does make my skin feel so great after. So if you can pick a sample of that up from Sephora, I would highly recommend it. I like it a lot. Next up is this is another sample that I received from Sephora, and it is the Lamonday Lip Sleeping Mask. And this one kind of smells like bubblegum, but I have not ever purchased from Lamonday just because of the price, but I've been putting this on my lips every single night, and it feels so great. In the morning, my lips are so hydrated. I don't know if I would ever pay for a pot of it, the full price, but I've been loving that sample, so we will see. Now, I see that my time is almost running out, up to 19 minutes, but I did want to give a special mention to the Backstreet Boys DNA CD, which I received when I purchased tickets and attended the concert last year. Been loving that. Been listening to it every single morning in the car on the way to work. I love song number 6. I love song number 11. Those are my favorites. And you know what? I'm just a sucker for a good love song where the woman is the most important thing in the man's life. So I hope you've enjoyed my favorites video. Hope to see you in my next video. Please give this a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. I hope you are having a wonderful day, and we will see you in the new year. Bye.